joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And
turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game to really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Great move. Now he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Red Raiders hit it quickly to the line. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Wegman. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Offense in a split backfield. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Gets it out fast. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll run it again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A strike downfield. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. toss to the left. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Arizona State, 14. Texas Tech, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. There he goes! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Eakin. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Brown has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that play.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Grabbed over the middle, it's Joyner. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with this guy. They've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Look out, he's got room. Quarterback gets the 1st down. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity?
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for space, it's Joyner. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Quickly complete, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
He'll throw on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raider!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. It's a draw. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Firing to the right, complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back.
And the ball swept out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them...
Oh, he's got some space.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got it in the middle, it's West. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The run from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling, and they're still... Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Past the 30. Right down the boulevard.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's 11. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete and charged loose by the hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Red Raiders are on the move.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The sure hands, it's West. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll immediately call timeout. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting